Yo, 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 what's up internet? It's your boy Hassan, back with another video. Today we're diving deep into a land of milk, honey, and, well, a whole lot of controversy. From heated debates about settlements to mind-blowing tech startups, Israel is a country that keeps making headlines, so buckle up my friends, because we're about to explore the captivating paradox that is modern-day Israel. From zero to hero, the Israeli story. Imagine a nation built from scratch in the aftermath of a devastating war, facing constant threats to its very existence. Fast forward to today, and you'll find a country that's not just surviving, but thriving. Israel's economy is booming, with a tech scene that rivals Silicon Valley. From cybersecurity giants to cutting-edge agricultural solutions, they're at the forefront of innovation. So, how did this tiny nation in the Middle East become a global powerhouse? That's what we're going to uncover in this video. Get ready to have your perceptions challenged as we dissect the complexities of this remarkable nation. The startup nation, where innovation thrives. You know how everyone's always raving about Silicon Valley? Well, get ready for this. Israel has earned the nickname Startup Nation for a reason. This tiny country boasts the highest concentration of startups per capita outside of Silicon Valley. We're talking mind-blowing innovation in fields like cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and biotechnology. For starters, they've got a highly educated workforce, with mandatory military service that often involves tech training. Plus, the government actively fosters entrepreneurship, providing funding and support for startups. Spotlight on success, from Waze to Mobileye. You've probably heard of Waze, the navigation app that helps you dodge traffic like a pro. Yup, that's an Israeli invention. Then there's Mobileye, a company that develops vision systems for self-driving cars. Israeli companies are making waves in fields like cybersecurity, with companies like Checkpoint and CyberArk protecting businesses and governments from cyber attacks. They're also pioneers in agricultural technology, developing innovative solutions for water conservation and precision farming. Drip, 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 the Irrigation Revolution. Speaking of agriculture, let's talk about how Israel is literally making the desert bloom. Water scarcity is a major issue in the region, but they've turned it into an opportunity for innovation. Enter drip irrigation, a technology pioneered in Israel that delivers water directly to plant roots, minimizing waste. Israeli companies are developing cutting-edge sensors, drones, and data analytics tools to optimize crop yields and reduce water consumption. So, while Israel might be a small country, they're making a big impact on the global stage with their technological advancements. Alright folks, we've talked tech and innovation, but to truly understand Israel's story, we gotta dive into the ideology that underpins it all: Zionism. Zionism, at its core, is the belief that the Jewish people have a right to a homeland in their ancestral land of Israel. This idea gained traction in the late 19th century, fueled by centuries of anti-Semitism and persecution in Europe. Zionism offered a solution, a place where they could finally be safe, self-sufficient, and in control of their own destiny. The historical and religious connections between the Jewish people and the land of Israel run deep, spanning millennia. So when the opportunity arose to establish a Jewish state in their ancestral homeland after World War II, it was seen as a momentous event. It's a central part of their identity and faith. But the birth of Israel was far from a peaceful affair. It was marked by conflict and displacement, as the region was already inhabited by Palestinians who had their own claims to the land. This clash of narratives and aspirations lies at the heart of the ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict. From the very beginning, Israel has been surrounded by hostile neighbors, facing threats to its very existence. Military service is mandatory for both men and women, and the Israel Defense Forces, or IDF, is one of the most technologically advanced and battle-hardened militaries in the world. Living under the shadow of conflict takes a toll on society. However, Israelis have become remarkably resilient, finding ways to thrive despite the challenges they face. They've built a vibrant democracy, a thriving economy, and a society that values innovation and creativity. Democracy in the desert, a work in progress. Israel is a parliamentary democracy, with a multi-party system and a fiercely independent media. They hold free and fair elections, and citizens enjoy a wide range of civil liberties. The country is deeply divided along political, religious, and socio-economic lines. The ongoing conflict with the Palestinians casts a long shadow, and the issue of settlements in the West Bank remains a major point of contention. Despite these challenges, Israel remains a vibrant and dynamic society. It's a melting pot of cultures and traditions with a strong emphasis on family, community, and education. So while Israel may be a land of contradictions, it's also a place of great resilience, creativity, and a zest for life. Section 1. The Quality of Life Conundrum, Beyond the Headlines. Okay folks, we've talked about Israel's booming economy and its complex political landscape. But what about the people? How does all of this translate into their everyday lives? Is it all sunshine and rainbows, or are there cracks in the facade? When it comes to quality of life, Israel consistently ranks among the highest in the world. Israelis have developed a remarkable ability to compartmentalize. They've learned to live with the constant threat of conflict while still embracing life to the fullest. And that, my friends, is a key ingredient in their recipe for a good life. Healthcare heroes, from Cradle to, well, let's talk about healthcare, because in Israel it's not just a right, it's a source of national pride. They have universal healthcare, which means everyone, regardless of income or background, has access to quality medical care. Israel is home to world-renowned hospitals and research institutions, constantly pushing the boundaries of medical innovation. From cutting-edge cancer treatments to groundbreaking stem cell research, they're at the forefront of medical science. Israel's healthcare system is also deeply rooted in a culture of prevention and community health. Quality healthcare that doesn't break the bank, that's the Israeli dream, baby. Education nation, where knowledge is power. From a young age, Israelis are instilled with a love of learning and a thirst for knowledge. Education is highly valued in their society, and it shows in their impressive literacy rates and academic achievements. They have a rigorous education system with a strong emphasis on STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Israeli schools also place a strong emphasis on social responsibility, community involvement, and developing well-rounded individuals. They want their kids to be smart, but they also want them to be good citizens, contributing to society in meaningful ways. Talk about a nation of lifelong learners. Section 1. Are Israelis happy? Surveying the promised land. Are Israelis actually happy? Do all these impressive stats translate into a genuine sense of well-being? Happiness is a tricky thing to measure, right? It's subjective, it's influenced by a million factors, and it can fluctuate like crazy. But luckily for us, there are these things called happiness surveys, where researchers ask people about their life satisfaction, their emotions, and their overall well-being. And guess what? Israel consistently scores high on these surveys. But before we crown Israel the happiness nation, let's dig a little deeper, shall we? Sunshine and chutzpah, the Israeli zest for life. So, what's the secret sauce behind this Israeli happiness? Well, part of it might be the sunshine, folks. Israel enjoys a Mediterranean climate, with long sunny days that can do wonders for your mood. Israelis have this undeniable zest for life, a certain joie de vivre that shines through in everything they do. They're passionate, they're expressive, and they're not afraid to speak their minds, even if it means a good heated debate over a cup of coffee. And let's not forget the chutzpah, that unique blend of audacity, resourcefulness, and why not, attitude that's practically ingrained in the Israeli DNA. It's this chutzpah that fuels their entrepreneurial spirit, their ability to overcome challenges, and their unwavering belief that anything is possible. Challenges in paradise. What keeps Israelis up at night? Now, before you pack your bags and book a one-way ticket to Tel Aviv, let's be real for a second. Life in Israel isn't all sunshine and falafel. The ongoing conflict with the Palestinians casts a long shadow over everyday life. The high cost of living, particularly housing, is a major concern for many Israelis. These challenges weigh heavily on the minds of Israelis, and they factor into their overall sense of happiness and well-being. However, despite these challenges, Israelis have developed a remarkable resilience, a capacity to adapt, to find joy in the everyday, and to never lose sight of hope. They've channeled their energy into building a vibrant and dynamic society, one that embraces life with open arms, even in the face of adversity. Alright folks, we've arrived at the heart of the matter, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. It's a conflict that's been raging for over 7 decades, claiming countless lives and shaping millions. To understand this, we must move beyond headlines and simplistic narratives, delve into intertwined histories, competing land claims, and profound loss felt by both sides. At its core, it's about identity, belonging, and the essence of home. Both sides carry deep wounds, legitimate grievances, and yearn for a future free from fear and violence. Now, some folks like to frame this conflict solely in terms of religion or ancient grudges. But let's be real, folks. Where there's conflict, there's often money involved. And the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is no exception. We gotta follow the money trail, my friends, and see how economic interests intersect with the political realities on the ground. For starters, the occupied territories, particularly the West Bank, have become economically integrated into Israel. Palestinian labor is often cheaper, and Israeli companies benefit from access to resources and markets in these areas. This economic entanglement creates a complex web of interdependence, making it harder to disentangle the two sides and reach a lasting solution. Plus, let's not forget the role of international actors. The United States, in particular, provides billions of dollars in military aid to Israel every year. This aid, while intended for defense purposes, also has economic implications, bolstering the Israeli defense industry and shaping the balance of power in the region. So with all this history, all these complexities, is peace even possible? It's a question that's haunted diplomats and ordinary people for decades. There have been peace talks and agreements, but true, lasting peace remains elusive. The two-state solution is seen as the most viable path forward. But the expansion of Israeli settlements complicates this. The status of Jerusalem remains a major stumbling block. And then there's the issue of security. Israel has legitimate security concerns, but Palestinians yearn for freedom from occupation. Balancing these needs is the crux of the challenge. So there you have it, folks. The Israel story, a tale of innovation, resilience, and complexity, economic marvels, political tightrope, and human stories. Is Israel a beacon of progress or contradiction? Honestly, it's both. And that's what makes it fascinating. Now it's your turn to weigh in. What are your thoughts on Israel's story? Hit me with your comments below and let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, peace out.